Hey there, Walnut Grove. How's everybody doing? Just wanted to kind of give you some updates of some things going on. First of all, I just want to say that maybe you've wondered where I've been. Well, I'm still here. I'm just not driving the same vehicle that I have been driving because I have changed jobs, actually. I am now working for Amazon. I'm a regional manager for them. And so I help get you your packages and the smiles that are on your face every day that Amazon comes out here. So that's what I've been doing now. So I am no longer in the Beatles truck, and so you'll just kind of see me driving around in my own vehicle and different things. So I did have a few people ask me some questions this week. They're like, "We haven't seen you around town, or we haven't seen you driving around," and so just wanted to clarify that and dispel any rumors. Anything like that. I do live here. I am still the mayor here and all those things. And so excited to be doing that for you and with you in the city. So I just wanted to clarify that from the beginning. Second thing is this. Maybe some of you have heard, maybe some of you haven't. I just want to let you know that Chief Mahan has resigned as our chief of police effective August 8th. August 8th will be his last day with us. He has accepted another chief position in another community, and we are very excited for him. It's a great opportunity for him and his family, and so blessings to him and his new endeavors and all those things. And we are very excited for him. We are very sad to be losing him, but we are, like I said, very excited for this move for him and his family and all those things. So if you see Chief Mahan around, just stop him, tell him thanks for all his service to this community over the last few years and all the things that he's done. He's done a great job in writing some grants and getting some things and everything with that. And he's actually been working on a final grant before he leaves us, and hopefully we'll be able to secure that. And with that grant, we're going to be able to do some great things. And I'll tell you more about that once that grant is secured with that. So what does that mean for us? What does that mean for our community? What does that mean for our policing? What does that mean for all those things? Well, that's a good question. And so we, as a board, the alderman and myself, we're going to be working through the process of that, the process of getting a new chief of police and what that looks like. So maybe you know somebody that's in law enforcement. I encourage you to tell them to apply. We'll be posting that position here shortly, and we'll be taking applications for that. I don't foresee this being a quick thing, just because we're going to be looking for the best of the best to be able to put in our community, because that's important to us. As a board of aldermen and as the mayor, that's very important to us that we are serving our community with the best possible police force. And so we'll be doing that and taking care of that. So you can be watching out for more things. If you have questions, you can contact one of your aldermen, you can contact the city hall, you can contact myself, and we'll try to answer questions as best as we can. But like I said, he will be here until August 8th, and then we'll be beginning that search actually now, and we'll see where that takes us. So the farmers market, man, the last few weeks have been great. I have not personally been able to attend the last couple of weeks, but excited that I get to go tomorrow night, because my new job has taken me away from being able to do that the last couple of weeks, but I will be around tomorrow night to be able to do that. So excited to get to go out there and see what we've got. The last few videos of the last few weeks have been great. Those farmers market people have been doing a great job. We appreciate Shay and her leadership in that, and all the hard work she puts into that. So would encourage you to go. It's 5 to 8 on Tuesday nights, and so lots of great things there. Some people have been asking about some roads and how we can get some road work done. Right now, this year, we are going to have to Band-Aid some things. That's just the way it is financially, with what we have going on in the city and the things that we're doing. We are just going to Band-Aid a few things, and then we're going to begin looking towards next year in the spring and the summer on what we can do for some of our paving projects and what that looks like. So right now on some of those roads that have gotten pretty bumpy, we've laid some gravel with that. Those gravel roads are for you to be able to use, and so hopefully it took out some of those bumps and different things. And I know it's not ideal. I know everybody wants pavement and they want asphalt and they want all these things. But that costs a lot of money. And right now, we are just not in a position to be able to do that. So we're going to Band-Aid some of those roads with that. So if you have any questions about that, you can always call City Hall. You can call myself. You can call your alderman. They know what's going on. They kind of know why we're doing these things the way we're doing. You can talk to me with that. So next month, in August, we'll be discussing our property tax rate here in Walnut Grove. That does not change. We just have to have a meeting over that. We have to have the public meeting over that and the vote over that. But that does not mean that it changes your taxes. And so in the last, I know last year there was a lot of questions about it and different things. And so this year, it's the same as last year and the same as the year before and the year before that. It's not going to change your taxes. It's just something we have to do to suffice Greene County because we are a community within their county, and they need us to do that and set that tax rate, which will be exactly the same. So just remember that. School will be starting in August. I know, crazy thought, crazy things going on, but school will be starting in August. So just be watching out for those school buses, watching out for our kids, watching out for those things. And so just be watching as that gets closer. Just make sure you're paying attention to the traffic and the community and all those things so that we can get our kids to and from school safely when that begins near the end of August. Also, the sidewalks. We've been working on a sidewalk project. We haven't seen much movement on it just because we're waiting on some MoDOT things and some things with that. We can only go as fast as they go. And so we're waiting on that, but it will be a project that will be extending our sidewalks to Dollar General in one area and then fixing some of our sidewalks here right downtown. And so not all of them, but some of them. And so just be watching for more information on that as we get closer. Have had a lot of people ask me about mowing as far as ditches or right-of-ways, why the city does not mow those. So let me explain this to you. If you live on Washington or Main Street, those are MoDOT highways, the Missouri Department of Transportation. If you have a complaint that somebody's not mowing their ditch or their right-of-way, I would first just ask your neighbor if they would do that out of the courtesy of doing that. But if not, you need to call MoDOT because MoDOT's the one that comes through and mows all of those things. If we as a city start mowing all of those, MoDOT will take us off the list to do that. And then it's just going to be our responsibility all the time. And I don't want our guys to have to do that. They don't need to have to do that because that is not our responsibility as a city. It is MoDOT's responsibility. And so if you got a complaint about it, call MoDOT. That's just kind of where it is on that. I know a lot of people are like, well, why don't we just do it? Because it would make things look nicer. I don't disagree that it would make things look nicer. However, it's not our responsibility. And so we're going to let MoDOT do their things and take care of their things. And so that's just a way that we get MoDOT to actually come through our town and see what's going on here in hopes that we can get some other projects done as well. So I just wanted to touch base on that. Guys, it's been hot the last few days. We've had lots of rain, which has been great for the farmers. But like I said, it's been really warm the last few days. We got some heat advisories. I even saw that the extended forecast might even have a day of 100 or 101 without the heat index in it. So stay cool out there. If you need something, feel free to call City Hall, call up here and chat and talk to us, and we'll help you take care of things around the city that need to be taken care of. Really appreciate you guys and the people of Walnut Grove. And so God bless. Have a great day.